Hi students, today we are going to discuss about a new chapter from our 6th class science, that is chapter number 11, water in our life. Okay, today we are talking about part 1, some introduction part and some reading and understanding session from page number 105 according to our textbook. Okay, very important lesson, very easy and simple lesson, that easy, we are going to finish it off. Okay, see, water in our life. See, during the festival of Holi, Arvind was playing with his friends. During the festival of Holi festival, of course, we will play with colors and all, that everyone knows about it. During the festival of Holi, Arvind was playing with his friends. They had gone to the market and brought different colors. Arvind and his friends went to the market. Arvind and his friends, they went to the market, to buy different colors. They went to the market for different colors. They mixed each color in a bucket of water and poured mug full of water on each other. So they bought it and they were mixing that colors what they brought in different brought, and they were mixing in the buckets. A bucket full of water. Every color they brought. Okay, the colors what they brought, they were filling each color. They were mixing in different buckets, and they were throwing them on each other. Mugs full of water they were throwing on each other. Okay, they sprayed the colors on each other as well. They sprayed the colors. Okay, they were spraying on. Okay, suppose this is Arvind and Arjun. They were friends of the Arvind. They all are playing that, and each and everyone are spraying the colors on each other. Okay, during the time of the Holi, they were throwing that, friends. Okay, Arvind and all his friends were completely drenched and enjoyed themselves a lot. Okay, they were completely enjoyed a lot. The festival of Holi with the colors, they were playing and they were pouring the color. They are spraying the colors on each of them. They are mixing the colors in the bucket full of water and throwing each and everyone, pouring on each and everyone. They are enjoying a lot. Okay, then they decided to go and have a wash. Okay, they thoroughly enjoyed the festival mood of the Holi, and now they decided to wash that colors what they had upon each other. They want to wash them. Okay, so they went to a well and take the bath with several buckets of water. Okay, to get rid of all the colors which was sprinkled on them and which were completely had on them. They went to the well and they had a buckets water they used to clean themselves. Okay, they washed their clothes as well. Okay, not only taking the bath. Okay, they washed their clothes as well. Not only taking the bath, they washed their clothes as well. If there were no water, what would have happened to the Arvind and his friends? What would have happened to the Arvind and his friends? Now, for what purpose do we need water in our life? For what purpose do we need water in our life? We need so many things, right? We will for drinking, for washing the cloth, for washing the utensils, for taking the bath, for cleaning our house, for cleaning the clothes. So many purposes. We have a lot of plants and animals also require water like us? Yes, they do need the water like us, but the quantity of requiring of the water may differ, but they also need water for their survival. See, we need water for several day-to-day activities. Okay, so we need water for several day-to-day activities. We need, what is the purpose of use of water in our day-to-day activities? So we need water for what are the use of several activities in a day. Okay. water and use of several day-to-day activities. Okay, so there is a need of we need water. What is the purpose of water in our life? Is for cooking food we need. Okay, or washing the clothes. For washing the clothes we need. Or cleaning the utensils. Cleaning the utensils we need. Not only this, cleaning the utensils we need for taking the bath. Taking bath we need. Most essential is for drinking purpose. For drinking purpose we need the water. For washing, cleaning our house or washing the floors, washing or cleaning the floors of house, we need the water. So these are the several activities we need for cooking. We need water for washing the clothes. We need to cleaning the utensils, for taking the bath, for drinking, for washing or cleaning the floors of our house. We need water. Okay, so many things. See, we cannot survive without water for even a single day. Without water, we cannot survive for at least one single day. Also, we cannot survive without the water. So, we have that activity 1 is been given here. Activity 1, water and its uses. Now, we are going to talk about activity 1, water and its uses. So activity 1, as activity 1, activity 1 shows about water and its uses. Water and its uses. See, make a group of 5 students and discuss the uses of water in their daily life. Write down the uses. Okay. Classify the above uses of water in the 3 groups and using use in a house or a family for agriculture purpose and other also. Okay, so the figure is been given in the figures. It is been given for uses of water in our daily life. See, for this girl is using for washing. The mother in the figure is using for cooking and cooking purpose. For this boy is using the water for washing. This boy is using for washing his teeth, and this boy is using. The figure shows the boy is using that water for drinking purpose. Okay, these are the different. So activity 1 shows that make 3 groups, 3 different groups. Make 3 different groups and write down with the 5 students and write down the uses of water in our daily life. Okay, where in their family how they are using the water, in agriculture purposes how it is being used. If we have other purposes also, for other purposes also how that water is used, they have to examine their surroundings, and they may have to mention down where the water is used in our daily life. That is activity 1 shows about that. Okay, where we are at home, the practicality is not possible. Just we can imagine by sitting at home and we can write. Already we discussed. Some group may be writing about agriculture for they are using the water for growing the crops and all. Okay, suppose if anyone is working as a water servicing point. Okay, they are using the water for washing that vehicles and cars and all. Different purposes we have as well. Okay, we are if anyone has a garden or something like that, we using the water for plantation or gardens and all. There are so many uses where we have most common usages that just we have discussed earlier. Now measuring the volume of water. The next thing is measuring the volume of water. So next concept is measuring the volume of So we are going to measure the volume of water. How much amount of water is being. See, Arvind used buckets. Arvind used buckets of water to clean the colors from his body and his clothes. So as we discussed earlier, Arvind used buckets of water. Buckets of water for bathing and as well as for cleaning the clothes, cleaning or washing. For washing the clothes also Arvind was using buckets of water for bathing and cleaning or washing the clothes. He was using that. So he said he used several buckets of water. He is saying that I was using several buckets of water. His bucket is a measure of volume of the water used. At that context, that might be okay. He is saying that I have used 7 buckets or I have used 5 buckets of water, but it is not the standard measure to know how much amount of water is being utilized. It is not the standard measure. See, might be he is saying that in order to say how much amount of water is used, he might be saying that 5 buckets, 6 buckets, but it is not the standard units to measure the amount of water what is used. See, the bucket size may be less, smaller, or the bucket size may be bigger or larger. It is not the standard measure to identify how much amount of water is being utilized by the Arvind. Now, how do we measure the volume of water? If the bucket is not the standard measure, then how can we measure the volume of water Now we can keep water in different vessels. We know that we can keep the water in different vessels. Often we say a glass of water, a bucket full of water, a bottle of water, etc. See, as we can able to fill the water in different as we know that water can be filled in different vessels. Okay, so we can say that water is used in different vessels. So we can say that a glass of water, we'll say that a glass of water, we say that a bottle of water, or we say that a bucket full of water. We are going to define in different cases. Okay, a glass of water, a bottle of water, a bucket full of water. We talk about different. See, do you know any specific unit of measuring the volume? Do we know any specific? We are saying that 1 glass, 2 glasses, or 5 buckets, or 3 bottles of water is utilized. But we need a standard measure to identify how much amount of water is being utilized. So what is that standard measure? That is what we are going to discuss about activity 2. So activity 2 is going to give the information about quantity of water. So activity 2 is talking about quantity of water. So water quantity or quantity of water. See, collect different water bottles and water pouches from a nearby shop. Okay. It is been saying that we have to go to the shop and we have to collect different water bottles. Okay, this is one water bottle. This is one type of water bottle. Different water bottles we have to collect. We have to collect different water bottles and different water pouches. So water pouches of different sizes and the shapes. We have to observe their labels. What quantity of water is mentioned on the label? and record your observation in your notebook is been given. Suppose in some bottles it will be given as 1 liters. Okay, suppose in some water bottles it will be given as 2 liters. If you purchase the cool drinks also, suppose if you take the cool drinks, some cool drinks it will be given, cool drinks it will be given as 250 ml, and some cool drink bottle will be given as 400 ml, and some cool drink bottle is being given as 600 ml, and some cool drink bottle is being given as 500 ml, on some bottles it will be given as 750 ml. Okay, and some it is being given as 1.25 liters. 1.25 liters, or in some 2.25 liters, 1.75 liters. Okay, that means, and suppose if you go to buy some oil pouches or something, it will be given, it will be in oil bottles or something, it will be 2 liters, 2 liters, 3 liters, 5 liters, or 800 ml. Some oil pouches it will be some. In some cases, if you go to the coconut oil bottles, if you see Parachute coconut oil bottle or some oil bottles, it will be measured as 100 ml, 100 ml or 200 ml. Okay, from observing all these labels and all, we come to a conclusion that milliliters, ml and liters, liters and milliliters are the standard units of measuring the liquids. Okay, either it might be water or juices, or it may be oil or anything. So meter, milliliter and liter are the standard units of measuring the liquids. Okay, so now record your observation in your notebook. Okay, that is what is good. So do all the bottles and pouches have the same quantity of water? No, that depending on the size and depending on the manufacturer, some are providing 500 ml, some are providing 200 ml, some are providing 1 liter water bottle, some will be there 5 liter water bottle, some will be there 2 liter water bottle, some liter will 20 liter water bubbles also will be present. Okay, you can also ask the water vendor how much water there is in the water can or water bottle. Sometimes there will be bubbles, water bubbles. Nowadays we use that water filter bubbles, right? It will be consisting of 20 liter water. Okay. So from this discussion, what we can conclude is the measuring of the quantity of water. The measuring of the quantity, from all these examples, we come to a conclusion that the quantity of water or the quantity of liquids, in more precise, if we talk about more precise, quantity of water or quantity of liquids, any liquid. Liquid is measured in ml. ml, that is nothing but milliliters. Milliliters or LT or liters. Milliliters or liters. Okay. So do you know block is there? One do you know block in page number. One do you know block is being given here in page number 107. See, volume of water or other liquids is measured in liters, or this is called as liters, liters. Okay. So liters and milliliters, liters and milliliter. Okay. So the smallest quantity is milliliters and liters. So the standard measures of So the standard measures of measuring the standard units or measures which is used for measuring the quantity of liquids is milliliters and liters. Not only that, if the amount of quantity of water is being increased, suppose it is getting increased more and more, it is getting increased and increased. Now what will we do? Suppose in the overhead tanks, in some villages there will be overhead tanks. There will be some overhead tanks like that. Some overhead tanks will be like this. See, if you notice in villages, we'll see this type of overhead tanks. In this overhead tanks, the water is measured in, okay. See, water tanks in some villages or most towns and cities have the capacity to store the gallons of water. The capacity of, as the quantity of water in these tanks is more and more, which is helpful to supply for entire city or entire town. The unit used to measure the amount of water which is present in the tanks is called as gallons. Gallons of water. See, gallon is that means gallon is also a measure of volume of water. So as we know about, as we are using this term gallons, or as the amount of water persists in this overhead tanks is more and more, and which is sufficient for surviving the village. So as more amount of, instead of saying that liters, it is a special term. As the amount of water is more, a special term as gallons is being used. So till now we utilize the volume of water is measured in milliliters if it is a less quantity. Some a little bit more, it is measured in liters. If it is more and more, we are calling it as gallons. Okay, gallon is a measure. See, in the water level in the reservoir is also measured in feet. Okay, if you take the reservoirs, okay, a Pochampad or something like some reservoirs if you discuss. If you take some reservoirs, okay, the water which is stored in the reservoirs, the water which is stored in this reservoir is measured in feet. Is measured in feet. 500 feet, 600 feet, okay, is measured in feet. And water released from the reservoirs, suppose in the floods or if the amount of water it is more than the capacity of the reservoir handles, if it is more than the capacity than the dam handles, what happens? The gates will be open. The concerned department people will open the gate. In the rainy season, we'll see the Pochampad or something, the gates will be open some days, sometime. Okay, so the amount of water which is released from these reservoirs or the dams is measured in. Okay, the water released from the dams and projects during the floods is measured in cusecs. The amount of water which is being released is measured in cusecs. Okay, cusec is nothing but cubic centimeter per second. Cusec is cubic centimeter per second. It is a measure or it is a unit of measuring the amount of water which is released from the dams and projects. Understood? Now there is a think section is been given in page number. See, air and water are freely available in nature, but now people have to pay for water along with the other commodities. Okay. Now find out from your parents and the grandparents whether they have also paid for water. In olden days, we used to get water for free of cost, but now we are paying the money for getting the water. See, what a tragic situation is it. Now, how much amount of activity 3 is that how much amount of water is being used in our daily life is what we have to discuss. As the concern of the time, we cannot finish this activity 3 in this lecture. So, we are going to discuss the activity 3 in our later chapter, later discussion. The part 2 will discuss about activity 3. I hope you understood. So the conclusion of this video is we require the water for various purposes, for washing the clothes, for bathing, for drinking, for cooking the food, for washing the utensils, for washing the floor and all. For many activities we require water. Without water we cannot survive, not even a single day. One day also we cannot survive without water. That is one thing we have discussed. And the amount of water utilized, okay, if you say 1 bucket, 1 glass and 2 bottles, it is not the standard measure to identify how much amount of water is utilized. So to overcome that, we need a standard measure to accept how much amount of water is utilized. For that purpose, we use the standard measure called milliliters, and we use the measure called as liters. And if the amount of water is more and more, we use that called as gallons. And the amount of water stored in the reservoir is measured in feet, and the amount of water which is released from the dams and that is measured in cusecs, that is nothing but cubic centimeter per second. And after the discussion, 1000 milliliters, this is equal to 1 liter. 1000 milliliters gives as 1 liter. 1 liter means 1000 milliliters. Okay. This is about our small introduction about water in our life. We continue our discussion as activity 3 in our part 2. Okay, I hope you understood this session. Please subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.